Hey, what's up? Thanks for checking out The Real Sigma. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you are a Sigma. Also, if you're on Facebook, be sure to join the Real Sigma Facebook group. This is where the Sigma community can discuss ideas and concepts. Also, The Real Sigma is now a podcast on Apple and Spotify, so be sure to share the podcast with family and friends so they can understand you better as a Sigma male. Now for today's topic in the PEEP Game series, the power to walk away. Now the PEEP Game series is about the real Sigma putting you up on game. These are philosophies or rules that have given me a higher quality of life. And true Sigmas will do these things naturally at some point. So the PEEP Game series is beneficial for anyone and is not exclusive to Sigmas, but Sigmas will do these things instinctively at some point in their life. So again, today's topic is the power to walk away. Now this is a very powerful ability that most people do not have, and the power to walk away can apply to many things in life. For example, the power to walk away from a business deal that isn't ideal. The power to walk away from a potential fight or altercation with someone that is far beneath you. The power to walk away from people that drain your time, energy, and resources, etc., etc. So this ability can be applied to many situations in life. And what this does is allow you to keep your power and to keep your value and keep your self-respect. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, people that do not have the ability to walk away from someone or something means they are giving their power to that person or thing, or it means they have made their value lower than the person or thing that they cannot walk away from. And so a man that cannot walk away from a relationship with a woman that is using him means that the woman has all of the power in that relationship, and she now has the higher perceived value in that relationship. Because she now holds all the leverage. She's the one holding all the cards. She is now the one in control because the man does not want to lose the woman. Another example is an entrepreneur that has created a new invention, and a large corporation wants to buy the rights to that invention, but is lowballing the deal. Now the entrepreneur may be inexperienced and just excited to be offered a deal, even if it is a bad deal. So if he cannot walk away from the deal because he is desperate, then he has given all the power, value, and leverage to the corporation. I hope this is making sense. So if that same entrepreneur simply told the corporation, hey, thanks for the offer, but I will have to say no, and simply walk away, the entrepreneur would have kept his power, kept his value, and kept the leverage. And if the corporation truly understands how valuable the new invention is, then they will pursue and chase the entrepreneur and try to make a deal. So the power to walk away is extremely powerful and effective, but most people cannot do it because they have undervalued themselves or they are desperate, and they believe the other person or thing is of higher value than themselves. Now, like I said, most Sigmas will eventually gain this ability, and this is because they will have discovered their identity and their value. So the Sigma can walk away from anything that doesn't make logical sense to him, whether that be a bad deal or a relationship that he doesn't see lasting long term. So this gives the Sigma male great leverage and power in every situation. Nobody will have the ability to control or manipulate him because he has the power and ability to walk away from anyone or anything. Now, walking away from something is not enough. There is a second component to this, which is very important. And this requires a very strong mind and will. And most people in society are very weak-minded and weak-willed. And so the second component after walking away is the ability to not think about it again or to move on mentally and emotionally. See, if you walk away from someone that is toxic, but you're still thinking about them all of the time, then you still haven't really walked away. That person still has power and control over you because that person is consuming all of your thoughts and living in your mind 24/7. So this simply means you have still placed higher value on that person, or you are still very weak-minded. So I hope this is making sense, and I hope that you're tracking with me. And so Sigmas out of all of the archetypes are the ones that can cut off people or things very easily and never even give another thought to it. They will simply move on with their lives and begin to look for new opportunities. Whereas most people will continue thinking about that situation or person, and it will consume much of their time, their thoughts, and their energy. And so even if they have physically walked away from something, the fact that they are still thinking about it all the time means that they still have given that thing all of the power and leverage. And since most people are weak-minded, they struggle in this area. So if that person or thing they walked away from comes back to them, they will likely receive them back because they did not fully walk away, because their mind and thoughts did not walk away. And this is something many beta males do. Beta males are very insecure and highly emotional. So oftentimes you'll see a woman putting the beta male in the friend zone and walking all over him because of his beta behavior. And because the beta has such a low perceived value of himself, he has placed the woman on a pedestal. So he doesn't have the ability to walk away from the woman who doesn't even think about him or care about him. So he will do anything that he can to remain in her life, even if it is only through texting. And this is because the beta doesn't have any options for other women, and he believes this particular woman is the best that he can ever get, even though he cannot get her, and she doesn't even find him attractive. Just because she is giving him some attention and being friendly, the beta will take that and believe he still has a shot. And she will continue to date other guys and keep the beta in the friend zone. But the beta will keep hoping and dreaming that one day the woman will like him. So he will be thinking about her all the time in an obsessed manner, while she never thinks about the beta. She is out enjoying her life, hooking up with sigmas and alphas. Now, if the beta somehow gets the courage to walk away and not allow himself to be walked on, he will still be failing at the second component, which is walking away mentally and emotionally. So he can walk away physically, but most likely he will still be thinking about the woman all the time. So if the woman sends him a text saying sorry or asking for his help for something, he will respond immediately and receive her back because of his deep desperation. And so immediately he has lost his power and self-respect again. So having the ability to walk away physically, mentally, and emotionally will always give you the leverage. Now, I want to make this part very clear. Having the ability to walk away from anything doesn't mean you should walk away from everything that is not exactly the way that you want it. Because the reality is, not everything is going to be exactly the way that you want. So you will need the ability to determine what is worth enduring and compromising for. So for example, if you are married to a woman and you guys have a disagreement over something insignificant, that doesn't mean you just walk away and leave the marriage. No, you must be more mature than that and use more wisdom. See, when you are married, you have committed to something. You have made a covenant with someone. Now, be a man of integrity and honor that commitment. Now, it is a different story if there is a major betrayal or things that violate that covenant or commitment. So everything is on a case-by-case basis. But I just wanted to make that clear because I don't want people walking away from everything just because they can. You must have the integrity and the ability to know and discern what to walk away from and to know what you have committed to. So I hope that makes sense. See, everything in life requires a balance. So you can go extreme in either direction and you will suffer because of it. Not walking away from anything will make you suffer, but also walking away from everything will also make you suffer. But those that can find the right balance will thrive. So peep game. gain the ability and power to walk away from people and situations. And you gain this through knowing your value and knowing your worth. And walking away also requires walking away mentally and emotionally. So don't just walk away physically, but make sure you walk away and detach mentally and emotionally. That is very important. But also be sure to have the ability to know what is worth fighting for and committing to. So the power to walk away requires great maturity, wisdom, and discernment. Because going extreme in either direction will be problematic. If you can do this, you will save yourself time, energy, and peace, and you will experience a much higher quality of life. And so I hope this video was helpful. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you found any value in anything that I discussed. Also, if you are on Facebook, be sure to join the Real Sigma Facebook group. This is where the Sigma community can discuss ideas and concepts and ask questions. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram at JBTheRealSigma. And The Real Sigma is now a podcast on Apple and Spotify, so be sure to share the podcast with your family and friends so they can understand you better as a Sigma male. So thanks for checking out The Real Sigma. Keep working on yourself and master your emotions.